Good evening, folks. Welcome to Keeping It Real with Mary. This evening is going to be very short, nothing long. I have with me Mr. Carlisle Nichols, a bit more versed in the game of cricket. We're just going to point out that tomorrow, the 8th of March, is going to be the first test match in Barbados. This game is taking place at Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in
Antigua.
Antigua. Yes, it's going to be from tomorrow the 8th until the 12th of March. Well, all depending on how the players play. And then the second test match will be in Barbados at Kensington Oval, Bridgetown, Barbados. And the third is going to be in Grenada from March 24th to the 28th at the National Cricket Stadium in St. George's. I like my husband is taking his shirt to take a yawn. So, right now, we have a team. The squad is what for the first test? Craig Bradford as captain,
Julian Blackwood as vice.
Nkrumah Bonner,
Shamar Brooks.
John Campbell,
Joshua Silver.
Jason Holder,
Alexander Joseph.
Kyle Mears, Visa, Vera Sami
Vasani
Pramal,
Kamal.
mhm,
Anderson Phillip.
Kimar Roach, and
Jaden Seals.
right. Oh, you like that team? You think going in for the first test match tomorrow? What do you think?
We wait and see.
Yeah, but what's with the actual team? The reasoning for us talking is so that you'll give your pointer, your quick pointer, and be able to go. So that the folks understand that these two sides have played 160 tests so far, with England winning 51 games and the West Indies bagging 58 victory. They had a total of 51 encounters, which ended in draws. Right? The
Mm-hmm.
two teams last met in this format of Test cricket in July 2020 when England won by 269 runs. Now, the thing about the game of cricket, they always say that the game of cricket is what?
Glorious uncertainties.
Glorious uncertainties. Now, they had some players that were expected to come, and their fitness level did not come up to par. One of them was Shannon Gabriel. What do you think about Shannon Gabriel not being picked for this particular first test?
She was around long, but I don't think, even if he was fit, he didn't get the whole test.
No?
He, he get injured in the matches.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Opener John Campbell and Shamar Brooks now included for the test match. And we saw Shamar Brooks in the 50s overs game. We weren't too fussy with him playing in that form of the game. What do you think he will do now for this form of the game?
You gotta wait and see. I don't know. I never saw him back matching test matches.
No?
No.
Okay. So you don't think that he would be looking forward to this type of game in comparison to the other shorter form of the game? Because you always said he wasn't suited for 50 or 20, and he has played test match. So what's
No.
what's the difference?
I will say we wait and see. He should do something because it's a longer format,
Mm-hmm.
so he should perform.
and staying and bat as an opening batsman.
Hopefully,
Okay. So we have here Anderson Phillip. He's new to me, and though I'm not familiar with him. He's 25. They say he's just played one ODI for the West Indies last year, March, against Sri Lanka. And they state he's been quite impressive in domestic first class competition. He picked up 12 wickets with an average of 14.25 per wicket, and his best figures would have been 5 for 82 against Jamaica Scorpions. Now, would the determination of him playing domestic first class cricket help him gain a placement in international cricket further on? And would this match be a stomping or a stepping stone for him? I mean, I don't recall much about Anderson, but you think that he's a good addition?
the first class games give them a lot of exposure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why they pick him because he would have been performing.
Okay. So that's your take for
That does
Anderson.
that level. But wait a minute, see
See
at
how
this
he
level
does.
how he perform.
Right. What about Campbell? He's played 15 tests.
He was around long.
Mm-hmm.
He should know the game.
26. He's 28, and he has missed. He actually didn't play for the South Africa and the Pakistan series that was here. Um, and he scored 213 runs. His average is 53.25 um, in the current West Indies Championship, and he just played and got 127 against Barbados Pride. So you think that he has that tenacity to perform the game for this type of game, the long version?
Yes, he was around for quite a while, so he
Yeah.
should be a seasoned player.
Okay. Going back to Shamar Brooks, they spoke here that he's played tests in December 2020, and they're looking to place him as number 4 for the West Indies side playing. And they say that they have had some difficulties with that position. You think that's a good spot for him after looking at the lineup that we have thus far, rather than rather than opening?
Should be.
Okay. Rakim.
So
Rakim is not in the side, now Jamel Warrikan. Okay. So with the players that we have so far, what's your expectation with Joshua De Silva?
he came back. He's a batsman, wicket keeper.
Hmm.
Just gotta wait and see how he do at the wicket.
Okay. You're numb today,
I ain't familiar with this testing.
but you don't find this testing to be a bit younger? You've got,
Yeah, the younger, but the last testing we had, I don't know where the fella's going.
uh-huh,
There's a couple in here, and the rest now getting a test cricket some.
right.
We gotta give the youngsters a chance.
Well, hearing you say give the youngsters a chance, I hope you're going to let them get a chance because you've got people who are coming back that I'm familiar with. Jermaine Blackwood, I'm familiar with. Shamar Brooks, De Silva, Jason Holder, Joseph, Kyle Mears, Kemar Roach, and Jaden Seals a lot. Some of the others not too familiar with, but I know they've been around the circuit playing, and with what has transpired with the English team, notably they've had a lot of changes there as well. And we all know that they got rid of the coach and the team that you're looking at is a bit different from what they were accustomed to because obviously they had a very, very bad season thus far. And with the team being changed, you're not even seeing what's the young Belgian player?
He's Archer.
Archer. He's not even going to be up for game.
He hurt no for the longest while.
Yeah. But tell me, Shannon Gabriel hurt and Jaffa Archer is hurt for the English side. How do these guys hurt themselves like that? I mean,
Not that it hurt themselves intentionally. Some of them be suffering with hamstring and other injuries for a while.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's just that when the bowling there's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Because running up and you bowling them motor overs, it don't be easy.
It don't be easy.
So everybody will strain it get worse.
Okay, okay, okay. So right now you're not too sure how this game is going to play these next 4 days.
You
You don't have any faith in the team.
I will tell you, we have to wait and see.
Okay.
West Indies be playing cricket now hot and cold for the longest while. If they win a match, they come out lost the other two.
The performance that Craig Brathwaite just put on for the regional game here, with the Barbados Pride when he made 267 runs. You think he'll be able to give us a replay of that?
I doubt. But he's not playing against the same competitors.
Ah, okay, okay.
And then we beat England in the T20 matches.
Mhm.
So then coming back now with blood in the eyes.
With a fresh team. Okay, with a fresh team. So they're coming with a fresh team. Let's see who they're going to be having with them. Mm, we know Kimar Roach and Jason Holder will be our representation for the bowling. Kimar Roach is what type of bowler again?
Fast ball.
As well as Jason Holder.
Mm-hmm.
They're both what? Right hand, left arm.
Right
Okay. So England now um, made a change. Paul Collingwood is taking over as the interim head coach. James Anderson and Stuart Broad have been axed, as they say. And Ollie Robinson, Shakib Mahmood, and Ben Stokes. Those three will be there. Robinson is not going to be there because he has a back spasm. And Rory Burns and Hasib Ahmed failed to create an impact against Australia. So you're going to have Alex Haley's and Jack Crawley. We're going to see some new faces come up to this match. No?
That was the wrong zone.
Okay. But when I say new, I mean that they didn't play in the shorter version that we had here just now. So my take on it is we're going to give these young guys an opportunity to show their worth for the West Indies in terms of their representation. Um, we got about 4 Barbadians in there.
What more than four?
5,
You have the captain.
Craig Brathwaite,
You have
Kimar Roach, Shamar Brooks,
Holder.
Holder, and Seals.
Seas. Mills.
Oh yes, and Kyle Mears. I'm looking forward to see Mears hit some balls.
Could be some, another one. The boy. Oh, yeah.
Which boy?
Phillips, he's from there.
Phillips? Um, where John Calvin is from?
I think he's Jamaican.
Okay.
He's not one, two, three, four,
I only counted
five.
four.
Rich. He's five. King Albert's Buffett. Jason Warden. 10 years. King Albert.
Okay. So, folks, you'll tune in tomorrow, 10 a.m. or time, whatever other times there are across the part of the world. You check your local listings to see what it is. So we will have our eyes on the team tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The test match. The trophy is the Richards and Botham Trophy.
Both.
So this auspicious match will start off in Antigua at the Sir Viv Richards Stadium, and I'm sure it will be patronized by Sir Viv and his close and dear friend of many years, Sir Ian Botham. He's also Sir, I think. So I think it's exceptional to note that we will be following these three matches in the Caribbean, the West Indies versus England. So, folks, remember your local channels. Um, what is it? I don't know. ESPN, Sports Max,
ESPN Sports Max.
Sky Sports, Star Sports, any kind of sports that you think you'll be able to see it. For us in Barbados, it's 10 o'clock. For those who might have cable, you just have to follow the listings on that. And of course, follow the game, see who wins the toss. And we will be glued to our radios and television. So remember, we're keeping it real with Mary. Our guest, Mr. Carlisle Nichols, thank you for coming,
Thank you for having me.
giving a little insight. Of course, it's probably past his bedtime, but notably, follow us on Facebook, like our page, visit us on YouTube, like as well as subscribe and click the notification button to make sure you don't miss any of our snippets on Keeping It Real with Mary. So remember, call a friend, family member, tell them how much you love them and how much you care because we are keeping it real with Mary. Good night, folks, and have a wonderful evening and stay safe. Bye bye.